Start with an opening statement from Coach.
All right, let's give Delaware a lot of
Recording
credit.
in progress.
They made a couple more plays than we did. I thought we fought hard. The ball didn't bounce our way a couple times, and it bounced our way a couple more times than it did for us. So give them a lot of credit. They made a couple more plays than we did. No, the ball just didn't drop for us tonight. We had so many balls rattle in and come out. It was, I hadn't seen anything like that before, but nothing different that they did.
Jalen, I know that's...
There we go. It's actually working. I know it's a really tough moment, but can you talk a little bit just about what these guys did and, you and all of them together over the last month of the season when, every game was like, we're playing for first place every night, and you guys kept winning and kept winning and kept winning.
You said what we did?
Yeah. Can you just talk about, what you guys did and how you kept it all together so, all the way through this?
We came into practice every day, competing and going hard. Trying to get better. We never got complacent at all. Coach always put signs in our lockers, raise your level, stay humble. And we were just always hungry every day we came in.
You guys talked about this, you've talked about this is the last go-round. Can you describe how much this stinks?
Dan, that's I don't want him to answer that.
Okay.
I mean, it's obvious that he's hurt, it's obvious that he's hurt. We'll talk about the game, but I don't want to talk about how he feels right now. Look at him. This kid works his ass off, and he pours his heart into what we're doing. He's obviously hurt right now. I don't want him to talk about how hurt he is. We can talk about the game, but I don't want to talk about how hurt he is.
Going to go to the Zoom and Jerry.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, it's not going to happen tonight. Is there a point where you and the guys can appreciate what happened this season, the foundation that was laid, and how far you came? Or is that something that's just maybe not going to happen anytime on the horizon?
No, I told the guys in the locker room, and I know it hurts. I'm beat up as well, and I know they are. These guys have worked extremely hard all year. They're responsible for getting this program back to winning championships, and we had a heck of a season, a historic season. We just didn't cap it off like we wanted to. We won a regular season championship. We won 20 plus games. We set so many records. These guys are solely responsible for that, and getting the program back. Moving in the right direction. And this kid right here, he's unbelievable. He was at the forefront of all of it. And I'm so thankful to have coached him for the last couple years.
JB.
Hey, Coach. JB Ricks here from Spectrum News 1. Can you tell us what you will take from this experience, getting to the championship game, and how it will help you continue to build this program moving forward? And are there any regrets or anything at all when it comes to the execution or the plays that were called down the stretch, since you guys have been in this position so many times this year?
I'll answer the back part of your question first. All year, if you followed us, we went to our money guys with Jalen Sims and Shaquem Phillips, and I'll do it 100 times out of 100. And the ball just didn't bounce our way. I thought we executed what we were trying to do. We got good looks. They just didn't drop for us. What I take from this experience, I think all year when you look at it, just taking it a day at a time and trying to grow on a daily basis is the most important thing. We'll go back and reevaluate things after a couple days, after emotions start, coming down a little bit. But, I think overall, the program is in a really good place and heading in the right direction.
Thank you. Congrats on a great season.
Yeah, and you're good. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Start with an opening statement from Coach.
Whew. Last hour I feel like was a blur. But, I can't say enough about our team and the belief in each other, the belief in our program. And, they dug in and battled for 40 minutes against a really, really good basketball team. That was a tough, physical game, back and forth, a lot of lead changes. And I'm not sure any CAA champion would have held their team, 3 teams in a row, to in the 50s defensively. And I'll tell you a quick story. Monday night after the Towson game, we played at 6 o'clock. It was over at 7, and we were a pretty beaten down team, right? We had lost 2 games in a row, came back up 95, and I texted my wife, Colleen. I said, hey, we'll be back around 9:30. Let's get a bottle of wine and drink our sorrows away. And she texted me right back and say, nope, you're going to come home and you're going to figure this shit out. And I needed to hear that. And I got the staff together Tuesday morning. We spent all day at our house kind of strategizing and game planning and talking about some things we needed to do differently to prepare for the conference tournament. And we practiced on Wednesday morning. And that set the tone for us to be in a position to play for a championship. And it's amazing in sport what one win can do for the confidence of a team. And getting that one Sunday, these guys are ready to roll, and they were ready to compete. They were ready to lay it on the line for each other. And we had a chip on our shoulder. We were not happy with how we finished the season, but boy, does this make this experience even more enjoyable for us to be able to finish it and cut down nets and be champs.
Also, your 3 teams 50 or under 60, first time since 2009.
Oh, wow.
In the conference tournament?
Yes.
Hey, Martin, when you guys did kind of get together as a coaching staff after that Towson game and really kind of put your heads together and traded ideas and strategies and things like that, like what was kind of the root of what you guys came up with in terms of what you had done wrong and what you kind of needed to do?
Well, it started on the defensive end. We needed to be better on that end. We needed to be tougher. We needed to be more cohesive. We had just given up 99 points on a Thursday, a tough one on senior day against these guys, and we gave up 41 points in 18 minutes against Towson. So we came with our hard hats on Wednesday morning, and we got back to work, and we needed to kind of change our practice plan to become tougher. These guys had it in them. I had to be able to pull it out of them. We went twice on Wednesday. We didn't reinvent the wheel, but we got back to basics. We got back to some tough stuff on the defensive end. And it was a balance between challenging them, but also getting our guys loose and having fun again. So when we came back in the afternoon, we played a lot. We needed some guys to have some success and see some shots go in. So challenge them with some toughness in both morning and afternoon. And then we finished with some 8-minute periods, like we like to call them. I reference them a lot during the game, especially tonight. I think it was a 1 or 2 point game. Hey, we got an 8-minute game, 8-minute period to play. Let's lock in. And we kept coming back to, can we get 3 stops in a row? 5-on-5, 3 stops in a row. And that's what we did every day leading into when we came down here to play. And these guys can attest to that. And it was not fun. It was tough. It was physical. We mixed up the jerseys. It was really, really competitive. Guys weren't happy with coach. Guys weren't happy with their teammates. But I do think there was a competitive spirit that was brought out during that time that this group really needed, as we faced adversity at the end of the year.
Hey, Mark. The thing with being a relatively lower seed, to win it means you had to beat, 3 teams that were seated ahead of you and had, successful seasons. Just kind of talk about that accomplishment, what it means to beat 3 really good teams.
Yeah, I thought about that leading into the game tonight. We had to go through the 4 seed, the 1 seed, and the 2 seed. We earned the title. We have so much parity in our league. Great teams, top to bottom. You knew you were going to have to be really good basketball teams, but the 2 teams we beat were regular season champions. And I think that says a lot about our team to come down here on a neutral court and get it done. We've won, 13 games now away from our building, and they've been battle-tested, right? Neutral court, road games. It makes it even more enjoyable knowing that you went through the best of the best in your conference to get it done.
And Delaware, the second team all-time to beat 3 higher seeds on its way to a title, joining East Carolina in 1993.
Martin, you've been around basketball your entire life, obviously a great career at Notre Dame, and now coming here at Delaware, your 6th season now coaching this team, one of the longest tenured coaches in the entire conference. Where does this rank here in terms of your overall basketball achievements? I mean, obviously, you coming in 5 years ago, bringing in Ryan, bringing in Kevin, Dylan coming a few years later. Just speak to how well, or just speak to where this really ranks in terms of your basketball.
Well, you're making me feel old, first of all. It's crazy in our league to be one of the longest tenured coaches in the league. You know, we met as a team on Sunday after losing on senior day, and I told these guys, I said, I've been fortunate to play in the NCAA tournament. I've been fortunate to coach in the NCAA tournament, I think 11 or 12 times. I wanted nothing more for our team than for them to experience it. And we took over a program 6 years ago that was not in a great place. And it wasn't just building a basketball team, it was building a basketball program. We have a program. We have an identity about who we are. We've recruited really, really good basketball players, but even better people. And these guys are a testament to that. You know, it's a joy to go to work every day with these guys and ready to work and push buttons and challenge them every day. And I thank them for trusting in me to get them here. I was fortunate to do it as a player, as a coach, know what it looks like, know what the prep looks like, very much a blueprint for how we prepared leading into the game on Sunday. You know, I'm not sure many teams go out on the court on Saturday and actually play and go 5-on-5. That's what we do. We get 50 minutes on the court. I told our guys we're going to stretch, we're going to get loose, and we're going to get up and down. I think that's a little bit of an advantage for us that we're comfortable on the floor. So, you know, you kind of trust in your experiences and get a lot of text messages, a lot of people wishing you well, and you know, you're also trying to, you know, do the best thing to position your group. And the most important thing for our guys is kept coming back to, like, we're loose and we're having fun. And nobody's having more fun than us right now when we play basketball.
In the back.
Question for Jair and Andrew. First off, congrats, guys. You know, talk about the atmosphere tonight and what it meant to have the students in the student section for you guys.
Yeah, sure. You know, it was amazing. I think give a lot of credit to our AD, Chrissy. We texting back and forth with her yesterday about a bunch of people reaching out, wanting to come to the game and everything, and she did a really, really good job of helping us set up buses to get a bunch of students and a bunch of athletes to be able to come to the game. And you know, it was loud. It was loud yesterday without a bunch of students there, so we knew with all those student buses that we were going to have a lot of people in the crowd rooting for us, and it means the world. So,
Zoom, Kyle, and then Jerry.
For Jair, you know, in the back half of this season, was there any particular moment where you felt like it all just started to kind of click for you?
I'd probably say the first game that we had without Dylan, and when I really, you know, my role definitely got a lot bigger, and we played JMU, and I had a really good game against JMU, and we won. I think that helped my confidence a lot. I mean, I've been confident all season, but it's nice to actually see it happen in a real game and kind of get a feel for that. And I think after that, I definitely got really comfortable really fast.
Then for Andrew, about the 8-minute mark, you had that and one play, and you kind of flexed a little bit. Looked like you're feeling it pretty well. Does that feel like a real turning point in the game for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think we feed off of energy as a team, and the bench was really into it at that point, and my teammates coming up. I know I'm not as big of a guy as everyone else, but I love flexing after an and one or something like that. They always hype me up, so really a great feeling. And it kind of was a big step in locking in defensively. We knew that defense was going to win the game. Toughness and winning all those 50-50 balls was going to win us the game, and that really locked us in and brought our energy really high to be able to make those plays to get it done. So.
Jerry.
Hey, Martin, I have two questions. One, how big was that last sequence in the first half? You were able to burn a couple fouls, and then I think Andrew blocked a shot just before the buzzer. You go in the half down 4 as opposed to 6 or 7. Did that feel like a really pivotal 30-second span for you? Then I have a follow-up.
Yeah, I think it was important. Obviously we were down 4 there. We had a couple fouls to give. When you have officials that are experienced like that, they come over before we're even thinking about what to do. And I thought we got the right guys in the game to be able to use a foul. And they had the arrow, too. So if you give up a bucket there, and then the first possession in the second half, they score, you're really digging yourself a big hole. So really happy to get into the half, only down 4.
And you talked about building a program the last few years. Are you able to grasp right now what this means for the program? And are you able to appreciate? I imagine you're able to appreciate what it takes to get to this point. There's 8 other teams, all had pretty good years. They're feeling pretty. They end the tournament feeling bad. You guys are on top. You've been in that position before with a good team that came up short. What is this like? All the experiences you've had to end up breaking through finally this time.
Well, one, we're going to celebrate the heck out of this whenever we can. I think it's a huge statement for our program. It's great for the University of Delaware. It's great for the state of Delaware, being the only, really, we like to say, the only pro team in town. And just proud of our guys. I think, I wanted nothing more for them to be able to experience this and enjoy a night like this, to be able to cut down nets and hats and shirt season, and we get a chance to Sunday night. There's nothing better. It's like Christmas morning for a student athlete to be able to be there and watch Selection Sunday and see your name pop up and see where we're going.
Nick, and then Aaron.
Hey, Coach. So talk about Jair this weekend. He made his first start on Sunday, and now he's the tournament's most outstanding player.
Yeah, he's been fabulous, not just this weekend. I think it's, 12, 13 games in a row. We scored in double figures. We got him in the lineup to start on Sunday. I think he earned that. These two guys are very they play well off of each other. And they were able to develop some strong chemistry in that latter part of the season when Dylan was out. But we got a group that's very potent offensively. And, you got to pick your poison a little bit with what you're going to do and how you're going to guard us. And if they're going to play one-on-one on the post with Andrew Carr or one-on-one on the post with Jair Davis, you sure as heck know where the ball's going. So, in Wilmington, they make it really difficult for you. We scored, 50? It was a 59-55? Yeah. 59 points and won. That doesn't happen a whole lot. But that was a championship, high-level, very competitive basketball game. And then, we went to the well there in that last possession. He made a nice turnaround jumper to give us the lead. And again, it came back to we had to get stops. We got stops those last couple possessions to win the game, and came up with some big rebounds. And Ebby got the big one on the free throw to get it to a 2-possession game.
Jair, for you, obviously last year redshirting, and then coming into this year, your first year you were in Rookie of the Year in the league, and then now obviously most outstanding player. You talk about just the journey from last year coming in this year, and then just the way that you'll be able to finish this season off.
I really just thank God and thank my coaches. Definitely my first year of college basketball is not what I envisioned it, not high school. It's tough to bounce back for that. I have to continue to believe in myself and continue what I can do as a basketball player. And I got here and had coaches and teammates who believed in me and trusted me. And I think that really just means the world to me. There's nothing more I love than just being out here with them and just playing basketball. And it's something special to have a group of guys who really believe in you. We have an NCAA tournament berth on the line, and he's calling my number. It just means the world to me.
And for you, Andrew, you've had a great 3 games here. Really, just the back half of the season for you. What kind of changed for you? And then tonight, obviously the double. What do you think was working for you? And just how did it feel? Obviously, when that buzzer went off and you guys, won the chip.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think we as a team have so many different options offensively, defensively, everything. Like Coach kind of said, you got to pick your poison. I think we've had 7 people score over 20 points on our team this year. So that's a real testament to what we can do offensively. Who you have to be careful who you're going to guard, decide what you're going to do against us, I think. And so some nights I'm going to get 2 shots, some nights I'm going to get 10, and that's how it goes. We got to that's how you build a winning team, is everyone buys into that and everyone knows that it might not be my night, but I'm going to work hard as hell defensively and do everything you need to do to win. Was really important. And then what was the second half of the question? Man, I always thought, for me personally, the district championship in high school was one of the best days of my life. But I'd have to say this definitely tops this.
Kevin, last
right
one.
now.
Hey, Andrew. There were a lot of people celebrating when Ebby rebounded that missed free throw. I think you were probably celebrating as much as anybody. Just kind of tell us what that was like, just to kind of see him get that ball.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a relief from me because I clutch free throw time. But it's amazing to know. I mean, Eb has my back all the time, and he's super tough out there. He gets all the loose balls, as you see yesterday, just ripping the ball from people and stuff like that. So that was a real crucial play. And those are the type of plays that win you games, and as you can see, win you championships. So,
guys.
thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.